And our next doctor has the cure you've been waiting for. I think we all have either struggled with depression or know someone who has. I think it's one of the most chronic conditions in this society. It's almost like the society was perfectly designed as a breeding ground for depression. And the author of The Ultimate Cure for Depression, Leveraging Science and Faith for Total Healing, is with me here at the Author Castle. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Joy Kwakuyi. Come on out here, Dr. Joy. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Great. Well, it's fantastic to have you on the red carpet because I think depression is something so many people deal with, struggle with. You work with some very successful people who, to the outside world, have no reason to be depressed. Mm-hmm. Tell me about this book. What is the ultimate cure for depression?
Yes, so I am a psychiatric nurse practitioner, as you know. And
now they know too.
I have a private practice. I'm also a pastor of a church in Tucson, Arizona. And the way that we nurse practitioners are trained is that we are trained to treat the person as a whole, spirit, soul, and body. But we work in settings that can be quite limiting to us. So most nurse practitioners are either prescribing medications only or using psychotherapy, which is insufficient. But being a pastor, I believe in the power of treating the person as a whole. So my book, The Ultimate Cure for Depression, is meant to help anyone out there who is dealing with depression or an emotional or mood problem to leverage science and faith and everything in between to help in their healing process.
It's such a powerful combination. I've got a question for you from Tay from Wisconsin. And Tay says, I have difficulty trying to organize my thoughts. How did you do it? Did you just write what came to mind?
Thank you, Tay, but you need to have a plan. If you fail to plan, you've planned to fail, basically. So we all have multiple things competing for our time. So working with a mentor like yourself can help us to put together a success roadmap for writing a book.
And other people have been talking about their writing schedule. What was your schedule? How did you get your book done?
I don't think you want to know. But
he finished it, so it must be right.
Yeah. I pastor a church. I have a young family. I work a full-time job. And the question I hear most often is, how do you do this? And I think it takes a lot of discipline. Takes a lot, from my faith background, I know it takes a lot of dependence on God and plugging into something bigger than yourself to accomplish things like this.
That is the answer. I know, you guys think it's like some magical writing plan, but the plan we have is really magical, but it's just write the thing with God because it's going to be so much better that way. It makes the book better, and then it also makes it possible to happen.
Absolutely.
But it sort of sounds, until you're doing it, it sounds like that's not a very good plan. Yeah, exactly. But I promise it is. So if you are somebody who has dealt with depression, managing depression, or knows someone who has Dr. Joy's book, The Ultimate Cure for Depression, Leveraging Science and Faith for Total Healing, it's a powerful message from a powerful teacher. Thank you for joining me on the red carpet.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your book.